Pulling in from below your feet, focusing on warming the soles of the feet, from your fingers, from your palms. A light so bright shining from the core of you, shining from your place of who you are, of your power through your actions, your good deeds, your kindness, your passions, the steps you take each and every day, shining through you, through you, through you, out of you, shared, experienced, supporting the illumination of others all around you. See yourself as the sun. Well, I am so very much looking forward to connecting with you in our session today, focused on confidence and integrity, authenticity, the power of the self, and all these really awesome topics that I think we could always use. I could always use a top-up of that. So use this time, please, to settle in, get comfy, set yourself up while I introduce our sponsor for this video, and I will see you very, very soon. All right? Looking forward to it. Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Before we get into our session, I just want to take a moment and thank our sponsor for this video, which is Modern Fertility. Modern Fertility is a service I highly, highly, highly wish that I had access to, or was around, or that I even knew about back 10, 11, 12 years ago when I was having a lot of trouble conceiving. And on top of that, not just the difficulty in a sort of physical sense, or the physical reminder every month that something that I was wishing for so extremely, so intensely wasn't happening, but also the stress, the worry, the constant, the amount of mental taxation this whole process can take on an individual or individuals who are trying to conceive is really of the most, again, mentally and emotionally consuming experiences that I've ever personally gone through, and dragged out very long over years for me. So I really am passionate about this service, and I'm very happy to share it with you. And I'm just going to be, as you can already see, I'm just sharing with you a little bit visually of my cute dog tidying up my son's room as he is going to be coming back to here today, and also just some pictures from the journey, his little growing up. I don't like to put pictures of him online. These are from much long ago. He's going to be 10 this year, so he looks very different, but I think these baby pictures are pretty safe. As many of you know, I had a really hard time conceiving, and I only have one tube because I've had a tubal pregnancy before. And it was just really challenging, and I didn't feel very supported by my doctors or even understanding what was going on with me. I obviously had a physical issue with only having one tube and some other stuff that I had going on, but to still be so unsure, disconnected from my body, not understanding my body, not knowing what it could do, not knowing how I could help it as well to conceive. All of this was just such a stressful time in my life. So let me just share with you some information about Modern Fertility, because I think that a service like this not only provides so much important information about your hormones and the science of it all, but also can put so much power back to an individual or a couple, or whomever is trying to conceive. So much just reconnection with yourself, with your body, with what your body is capable of, and just to really empower you through this process. So Modern Fertility essentially offers a home fertility testing kit. This type of fertility hormone test can cost over $1,000 easy at your doctor, and often this is not covered by insurance. So Modern Fertility gives you access to this for just $159. Plus, if you just look below, you'll see that they're offering a discount to my viewers here, providing you access to the information you need to help you plan your future. Modern Fertility makes personalized fertility information and support more accessible for people who are trying to conceive everywhere. They provide fertility essentials, including at-home tests and tools to help people be proactive about reproductive health. You receive this test in the mail. You send it back after you complete the process, which is pretty easy and straightforward, and they give you lots of great directions. And you will get your results back in 10 days or less. You can also use your FSA or your HSA, and the test comes with a free one-to-one consultation with a fertility nurse. And there's also weekly webinars that they call Eggинars that you can get involved with, as well as a community of thousands of people trying to conceive just like you. In regard to the fertility hormone test, this gives you a window into your ovarian reserve, aka your egg count and expected reproductive timeline, insight into possible outcomes for egg freezing and IVF, a read on your thyroid health, which plays a very important role in your life, from your skin to your energy levels and also your fertility. Detailed breakdowns of what your levels mean for conditions like PCOS and other key fertility factors, as well as, and I think this is the best part, or one of the best parts here, a raw printout of your results so you can use them to start a conversation with your doctor. So whether you want kids now or far, far in the future, you can use Modern Fertility results and resources to map things out on your own terms. Modern Fertility is offering $20 off to my lovely viewers, lovely subscribers here, off of their home fertility hormone test, which, like I said, is typically $159. $20 off makes it $139. Get to know your fertility status and be able to plan ahead with Modern Fertility. Thank you so very much to Modern Fertility for sponsoring this video and offering such an empowering service. And thank you, my lovely viewers, lovely subscribers. I can't thank you enough. None of this is possible without you. I just love you, and I'm so grateful, and I'm sorry I get tripped up over it. Words cannot express just thank you, thank you, thank you. And now let's get into our session. Hello precious, hello sweetie, hello you, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I'm very excited to create this video. This is a piece of the long and dragged out series that I'm doing on the chakras, and in this session we're going to be addressing an under-energized solar plexus. The solar plexus is a very important piece of the, composition of consciousness here. It's to do with the physical self. It's to do with your ego, your authenticity, your actions. I definitely, try to be as practical as I can when ground these concepts for us here, or, do my best to. So to connect and look at this as your independence, and specifically like your actions, like how are you moving through yourself? How is God moving through you? How is love moving through you? How are you creating loving fields and loving experiences? How are you adding the good to, the collective in a sense, or just adding your authenticity? We don't have to weigh necessarily and contemplate good and bad. We want to focus more on what is aligned to you, what is true to you, what is of you, and what is not, what is more disempowered, or what has been manipulated in some way and acting on some sort of like pre-programming or old programming for that matter. So it's such an important piece of the entire composition of consciousness, and I'm very excited to get started with you today. Alright, just gonna set this here for a sec. have these incense matches. And I'm going to take one and we'll light and dedicate our candle. So, one thing at a time. Calm down. Ooh, that was cool. A little delay. On behalf of the highest and greatest good and perfect comfort, perfect alignment, our intention today is to serve in supporting, or my intention is to serve in supporting, but our intention for ourselves is to connect with our space of authenticity, with our ego, with our personal power, our confidence, our faith in ourselves, our trust in ourselves, our balanced independence, our sovereignty, and to raise the energy of this space so that we can temper it to be, balanced here essentially, and tune in and activate more of that personal power. When it's not just confident, but when the lack of ego is there. Ego, it's a complicated subject, but it's important. Your ego is what identifies as you. And in this identification that I am here, I am living, I am here, I am breathing, I am here, I am functioning, I am a part of this world, I require energy, I require nutrients, I require connection, I require right? Like on and on. That awareness of self is what's bringing this vital force into you. This point, the solar plexus, is a huge point of receiving and also outputting, directing your energy, receiving the energy from the universe, from the electromagnetic fields, from prana, from chi, from whatever you want to call it, right? Receiving here and directing. So this is such an important part for us to temper and balance here today. If you've been struggling in any way to balance or contemplate your ego, this is a great time to set an intention and work with it in this session. If you have been struggling in your confidence in any way, this is a great time. If you feel your power is not being utilized or it has been dampened in some sense, this is a great time for all of this. And I'm getting like the visual from Howl's Magic Castle, where when the flame is like kind of going out, and it needs to be revived at the end, and what power that holds. I know that's a heart and not a solar plexus, but a fire is very, there's a lot of fiery energy associated with the solar plexus as well. So I just want to invite you to set your own intention, have a look at this little, I get a little off balance. Have a look at this little light, this gateway, this doorway, this portal, this heat, this power, right, of this transmutational energy. Direct this in. Direct in your will. Send in your will. Invite or declare your participation here. And of course, over on my end, I'm only ever working in benevolence. I'm only ever working in comfort, honoring your free will, and all of that. Even if I don't mention that in my videos, I am always working in those parameters, of course. All right. So thank you for the trust here. Okay, so we're going to begin with a singing bowl. This is in the note of E. E is associated with the solar plexus, so that's why I'm choosing this bowl. But we're just going to hit this 3 times, as the solar plexus is the 3rd chakra, but we're going to do it 3 times, so 9 in total. So just if you feel called to, place your hands on your solar plexus or just focus on it. See if you can see a little flame in this space or a little light peeking through the clouds. Maybe you see the whole dang sun right away, or maybe the flame you see is already very big. Just let your intuition guide you as you try to see a light, a flame, a fireball in this space in your upper abdominal area. And as we channel through, because I'm constantly channeling in my sessions, and use this sound tool, just tune in, see, does your light flicker? Do the clouds part? Do more rays shine through? Do you feel a warmth? Do you feel like tummy bubbles, and stuff like that going on? Do you see a flame getting bigger and bigger and bigger? Just pay attention. Focus your attention here in this space as well. Thank you. Right. I'm going to be using this tobacco, cologne, spirit water, Florida water kind of stuff. And we are going to make an offering to your spirit, your avatar, the deity of you, to empower and feed and fuel your spirit here, just as we might light candles for our ancestors, or pray to a deity of some kind, or connect with a goddess, an elemental, an angel. And my intention as I, humbly offer this to you and your spirit is to feel, to grow, to continue to connect, for you to continue to connect with the power of you. So it's very watery. And I'm just going to channel through, pushing, 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 sweeping. I'm gonna bring that heat right as if I'm putting my hands into this cloud of a human form, which is you in front of me. Bringing the heat, visualizing lightning striking, visualizing a volcano erupting, visualizing just the magnitude of power, the force of athletes, the power of a kind word at the right moment. Bringing that heat, how powerful your actions, how powerful you yourself, calling from all directions to you. An energy to fuel, to an energy to energize, to jumpstarting like batteries into the solar plexus here. And I'm channeling through and through and through. Witnessing you in your avatar. Yes, you're human. Yes, you're not perfect, but neither are the angels, you know? Show me a deity that is perfect in history or in their story. They're complicated just like you are, okay? So it's okay that you have your ups and downs. It doesn't make you any less worthy, any less competent, any less deserving, any less magnetizing of the energy you need. And again, the heat, I want to use another oil. This is an oil I made, and it's a bit of a money oil, and I've had this for ages now, like so long. I probably made it, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago. And you might think, money, well, money is an energy source, and when we are feeling low in confidence or low in that deserving or low in the pulling of energy to us, money. Okay. Really warm it up. Visualize that fire growing, consuming. And of course, when I say consuming, I don't mean like mindlessly or anything, but just pulling in the energy that you need, collecting, filling yourself just from the energy in the air all around you, just like there's electricity always present, or gravity or forces unseen, pulling in from below your feet, focusing on warming the soles of the feet, from your fingers, from your palms, from the top of your head, and in the solar plexus here. And these are all two-way channels. You're not filling up like a water balloon. It's streams of energy, receiving, releasing, receiving, releasing, receiving, releasing, and bringing that heat. Channeling through, calling it in, claiming it. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm in this body. I require energy. I require this to fuel me. I require this to hold all of the energy and atoms and functions of my body together, functioning perfectly. Right, just bring it through, really making sure this is completely like just wrapping you up within and external. Alright, we're going to focus still in the solar plexus here, and I'm going to bring in some crystals soon, but just want to focus into the solar plexus. Just channeling through, visualizing that growing fire, that sparkling fire agate, the aurora borealis. Just moving it through you. Alright. I'm going to use this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful golden herkimer. So gorgeous. And I'm going to just focus to channel through and just sweep this through. The correspondence of this absolutely gorgeous stone through you. Again, calling in that energy from all directions, particularly this plexi point. I'm just going to do some scanning, channeling through and through and through and through. Dedicating your container, your space, as a space that receives exactly what it needs. And as you connect with this energy, it supports your confidence, your integrity, your confidence to be more authentically yourself, or to shift yourself in ways that are more aligned to who you are in this very moment, or the you are becoming. Right. I'm going to use these scissors. I wasn't planning on it, but I just want to release anything that's been imposed on your sense of self. I'm just going to move through your entire etheric field here. You know, like in childhood, people might tell us some terrible things. They might try to keep us small, powerless, easily manipulated, dependent. So we're cutting cords, ties, tethers, false information, false realities. Make sure. From the throat. These can be connected very often. I mean, they're always connected, but the significance. Something that got in your head and trickled down to your sense of self. We're clearing over the eyes, ears. Okay, that feels better. It's a fun noise. This is honey calcite. So powerful, so energizing. Absolutely love this. And it looks like honey. And remember what I said before about consuming? Well, I'd love for you to envision the flavor of honey, the consistency, picture how it is the fuel, what bees create, what they live off of, and these bees are burning like tons and tons of energy. So I just love the representation here. And of course, if you're vegan and you don't even want to picture eating honey, we can think of maple syrup or sap or something like that too. But do your best in whatever way is most aligned to you, of course, to focus on the flavor, the sweetness. All right, and I'm going to put this in your mouth. Savor it, taste it, kind of like roll your tongue around as if you're kind of trying to find the notes of this honey or this maple syrup or whatever it is. Swallow. Okay, feel it rolling down, feel it energizing, feel it giving you energy. It's moving down, 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 down into the pit of your stomach. And here, I'd love for you to focus on this glow, this light shining from within you, a light so bright shining from the core of you, shining from your place of who you are, of your power through your actions, your good deeds, your kindness, your passions, the steps you take each and every day, shining through you, through you, through you, out of you, shared, experienced, supporting the illumination of others all around you. See yourself as the sun. See yourself as this beautifully burning ember. Focus on the light within you, this power. And finally, I have here a beautiful piece of golden healer quartz. Moving through, building up that foundation, building up that awareness, layer by layer by layer by layer, up and up and up, building yourself, stacking the weight of you, stacking the power of you, stacking the muscle on bone with skin and hair and sweat and power, just moving all through your body. Up and up and up and up and up until this flame over your head, because you burn and shine and illuminate so bright, like the sun. Through up the channels here, through the plexus, in and up, creating this field around you. Self-sufficient, independent, knowing who you are, knowing you can change who you are, completely empowered, completely in your power. Right? Where we snipped, particularly in the throat and third eye, it's not about them, but we want to channel through words of empowerment. You are capable, you are powerful, you are limitless, you are whole, you are full of confidence, you are humble but full of confidence, you inspire others, you motivate, you are motivated, and then seeing yourself walking your path in truth, in harmony with the world within and the world without, shining so brightly. Right, to finish this up, we're just going to use this Mars tuning fork. Moving it through you, especially in the solar plexus. All right, so good. And just to fan that fire. Just aiding in its growth, holding you in love, holding you in your most empowered states, otherworldly, like on that level. Fanning your flame here through solar plexus up to mind's eye. Witnessing your fire to grow and grow and grow. Right. Well, thank you so very much for allowing me to share a little piece of your path. And thank you so very much for being such a significant part of mine. From the very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine in you and I into this very beautiful connection that we share. So much love to you, my friend. And of course, namaste.